Hello and welcome to Simple Country Place. I have 4 easy dinner ideas for you today. Thank you so much for watching. Please subscribe. Welcome and enjoy. First meal idea I am making here is buffalo chicken sandwiches, basically just a bigger version of sliders. So I have some chicken that I just cooked up in my crock pot that I'm shredding, and I think it's like 2 chicken breasts. To that, I am adding cream cheese. I had chive and onion cream cheese because I like that for my sandwiches, and so I just decided to use it. It's the good flavors for this anyway. And then I'm adding hot sauce. You can use buffalo sauce, whatever you like. I got this stuff at Aldi and it was good. We liked it. So super simple, just those 3 things. And then you mix and get everything incorporated. In a baking dish, I have hamburger buns, and I'm going to be putting the chicken mixture on, the bottom of the hamburger buns, chicken mixture on the bottom. And then on top of that, I am putting provolone cheese. You can use whatever cheese you'd like. We just like provolone, and that's what I had. So I put a slice on each one of those sandwiches. Then, of course, putting the tops of the hamburger buns on. And I have some melted butter there that I will be brushing, but you can see I just kind of dump it on there at the end, but brushing that on the tops. And then on top of that, on top of the butter, I'm seasoning everything with everything but the bagel seasoning. And then I'm going to cover this and put it in my oven for the cheese to melt, the buns to crisp up. This was a huge hit. I mean, we had a friend over this day and he loves buffalo chicken, and as does my husband. My nephew even ate it, but he was a little scared of the hot sauce, but he said it was good. I served this with just some oven roasted potatoes that I had put in, and pineapple coleslaw, which you should try if you haven't, because it's very, very good. So on this day, I'm making pork chops with mustard cream sauce, but to go with that, I'm also making some baked potatoes. So that is what I'm doing here, piercing some potatoes. I'm gonna cover them in olive oil and salt and throw those in the oven first before I move on to the pork chops. For the pork chop seasonings, I'm adding cayenne, pepper, garlic powder, paprika, and salt and pepper. And I did grill these, and I don't know why, but with pork chops, I always kind of push the seasonings into the meat with a fork. So I did that to both sides and then popped them on the grill. For the cream sauce, I am starting with half and half, And I'm just gonna add some plain Jane yellow mustard to that. It would be super good with Dijon, but I did not have that, and I don't like to buy one specific thing for one recipe, so I usually just go with what I have or what I will use. And for seasonings, I'm adding ground mustard, because after I tasted this, I was like, it's not mustardy enough. So I'm adding ground mustard, Italian seasoning, and black pepper. I did not add salt because I feel like mustard itself is kind of salty. And once that is all mixed together, I just kind of let it sit there on the stove and cook while I was grilling. And so I served that, the grilled pork chops with the mustard sauce over it, baked potato, and just some green beans. And this was a big hit. Everyone really liked it. On this night, I'm making, which I'm sure everyone has seen, the viral pasta. I've seen it on TikToks, Instagram, whatever. It was big for a while. So angel hair pasta is our favorite. I have that in there. I'm adding just some plain Jane Alfredo sauce, mixing that together. And then you put that in a baking dish. And I had meatballs with marinara sauce frozen in my freezer. So I had thawed those out. That's what I'm adding to the top, but you could really add, regular marinara. I've done this with vegetarian marinara. You could add like marinara meat sauce. I mean, you can't go wrong. It's delicious no matter what you do. On top of all that, I sprinkled some Parmesan cheese and then covered it and put it in the oven just for like all the flavors to get together. And this was a big hit. My nephew was like, it tastes like Alfredo and marinara together. And I'm like, that's exactly what it is. I served this with garlic bread and a side salad. The last meal idea is stuffed green peppers is what I'm making here. So I have ground beef sauteing with onions, and I'm gonna add cumin and taco seasoning and the water for taco seasoning. And classic taco meat is what I'm making right now. And I'm gonna let that cook, get the taco seasoning to thicken and all that jazz. While that's going on, I do steam the green peppers a little bit, because if you don't, I find that it takes a million years in the oven. So I steam them a little bit and get them soft before actually stuffing the peppers. So I have the pre-steamed peppers there, and I'm going to add cheese to the bottom, and then the meat mixture, and then more cheese on top. And me and my husband had to like convince my nephew to try this because he was scared. Like, peppers are hot, he kept saying. And I'm like, just try it. It is not hot. And so he did, and he actually really, really liked it. And just full disclosure, he's not a little kid. He's almost 21 years old, so. So once I have the second layer of cheese, like cheese on the top, I covered this, put this in the oven, let the peppers finish cooking, the cheese melt, and when this came out, I just drizzled it with some taco seasoning and served it like that, and served it with a side salad for some extra veggies. And like I said, this was a big hit. My nephew, once he got over the fear, he said it was really good. My husband loves anything taco, so very delicious and easy meal idea. Thank you so much for watching. Please come back for more videos.